Practicum is the time in our education that we get to put what we're learning in the classrooms into experience. Usually it comes about, here at CIS, we like waiting until students are more prepared with classroom time. So depending on the program that you're in, it might take anywhere between 1 to 2 years to get to the stage where you advance to practicum. So there are two types of sites that you can choose, or I should say two paths that you can take. You can go to one of the clinics here at CIIS, and they're usually accepting people about 3 times a year in each semester, so fall, spring, and summer. And then, depending on the clinic, there's about 6 to 8 people that get in each cycle. So at one point in 1 year, we could have about 24 people who make it into a CIS clinic. The other option is an agency somewhere out in the community. We have partnerships with about 150 to 200 agencies already set up. And those range anywhere from hospital settings, working in lockdown facilities, psychiatric units, schools with elementary, high school, sometimes college, and any type of NGO or community organizations that serve communities that have been deemed as needing additional services provided in the mental health field. So it could be anything from working with survivors of domestic violence to HIV prevention or AIDS education. It could be working with empowering youth, transition aid youth, in some kind of community involvement. So really there's a lot of possibilities of where you could go and the type of work you could focus on. So the way that you choose where you want to go really could go 2 ways the way I see it. One of them, you could be sampling. So maybe it's something that you're curious about and you want to get a feel for what that's like. That's one way to go about where you're learning what you like and what draws you in terms of working with populations. The other way to go about it is strategically. So if you're planning, if you have an end goal, you could start with this practicum as your first step towards your internship, which is step 2, and eventually licensure. So it really depends on what you're looking for. Perhaps you have real life experience and you know which populations you want to work with, or maybe you just want to get a flavor for what's out there and who you are and how you come about. So it could be strategic, where you're leading sequentially towards an end goal, or it could just be trying to find your place and yourself.